Hi everyone, this is Barry here from Mitosu Crafts with another Simple Stamping Sunday video for you, or just Stamping Sunday, because we start off simple and it doesn't always, it ends up a bit more complicated than simple, so so I don't know whether or not we want to brand it as Simple Stamping or whether or not we want to just keep it as Stamping Sunday. Let us know. Hi Mum, how you doing? So... or Sandra for everybody else. That's good. We'll just hang on a little bit. We'll just wait for some people to catch up and crack on.
Show some stuff.
So show some stuff. I haven't got no stuff to show. What have we? I put it all on the display boards.
Fresh off the crafting table.
Yeah. Okay. I can't tell you much about it. I can't tell you much about it because I don't actually know much about it. But here's two cards because Jay's made these. They're so fresh. Jay's made these two cards today. So it is using what stamp sets?
Genuine Gems.
Genuine Gems stamp sets.
New one.
The new one coming up in the upcoming catalogue, which is here. This one here. Alright, and it's done it to create this beautiful background, and this one here, which is a little bit more simpler, but still very technical. Oh, we've got a second person watching. Who else? So I'm the third person watching, so it's not telling me who's watching, so thank you for joining us. So we're just waiting for a few of you to get on. I know they've all disappeared. I've scared them all away now.
So scary.
So yeah, so these are some new ones. So Genuine Gem stamp sets. This is there's a couple which have been done, and yeah, here's some other ones which we've done as well. So this one here is our thank you card for this month. So if you have purchased from us in the month of May, you will be receiving this in the post. How cute is that? And that's using a new stamp set, Daisy Lane. Daisy Lane? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I think it's Daisy Lane now. Can't remember. I think it's pretty sure it's Daisy Lane. It's a new stamp set which is going to coordinate with the Daisy Delight stamp set from the current catalogue. So it's more of the stamping. The die obviously is just a thank you die. It's not part of that bundle. But that's one. So if you've purchased from us, you will be receiving this one. And this one here is another one using the Magnolia Lane Suite. And this one's another little one, and this one's going to be sent out to everyone who gets a catalogue from us. So if you've purchased from us, you will be receiving one of these cards with your catalogue. Hi Trudy, thanks for watching. So yeah, if you've purchased from us in the last 6 months, you will be receiving a catalogue and this card in there. If you'd like to receive a catalogue, you just need to do a couple of simple things to get it. Is purchase from us, and before we send out, and we will quite happily send you one out. Or if you want to, you can contact us and you can buy a catalogue from us for £5. And then what we would do is we would then refund that £5 back to you with your first purchase. Okay, so you can get this new catalogue here. Alright, so it's going to cost £5 to get hold of it, and that includes the postage and packaging as well to get it sent to you. But we'll refund the £5 back to you with your first order. So if you'd like one of these catalogues, just let us know, and we will quite happily pop one in the post to you. Yeah, and we'll sort out the payments. But send us an email, we'll get this one in the post to you. Alright, so yeah, so there, and you'll get this beautiful card with it as well. So which is that one? Said two new cards here using the Genuine Gem stamp set. So I'm trying to get Jay to do a video of this one here, you see. I think it looks really, really amazing. Have a little look at that. So if you want Jay to make this card on video, give us a thumbs up or let us know in the comments below or something like that, or bombard him with messages. And if you want to see this being done live, let us know, and we might do it. And maybe even that one as well, but even I want to see what happens with this one here. Okay, we're getting lots of thumbs up, so yes. Oh. Jay, can you turn your phone off because it's connected to the Alexa and I can hear myself coming out of the Alexa speakers? Jay, the phone off because it's connected to the Alexa and I can hear myself coming out of the Alexa. Okay, just bear with us. It's a technical problem. you got that yet, Jay? Okay, I think he's got it now. Yeah, sorry about that. No, he hasn't. I'm going to turn Alexa off. Okay, I think he's got it now. Yeah, sorry about that. Shush. Okay, alright, I think that's fine now. Sorry, I was getting an echo. It's coming out of the speaker in the room and it wasn't, it was confusing me. So yes, so that's that. Alright, so let's crack on with, oh, and if you didn't see it, there's the thank you card, which is going out to everyone who purchased from us this month. I did that already. I'm repeating myself now. No, I can still hear myself. Jay, can you disconnect Alexa? He's gone outside for a cigarette, you see, so he's not in the room with me, so he can't, bear with me. Well, sorry about that. Okay, little slight technical hitch again. Nothing goes smoothly for us. All right, so what we're going to do this week is I'm going to be working on something old and a little bit of carryover, and Jay will be working on something brand new. So yeah, so I'm going to be working with doing the simple stuff, and Jay's going to do the more technical stuff. Okay, and I'm going to be using the Petal Promenade paper. Now these two bits of paper in here, now the paper itself, let me just show you. Obviously this is the old catalogue, so I can show you, or the current catalogue, so I can show you the inside. On page 190 in the catalogue, you have Petal Promenade, or Promenade, up at the top here, and it's got some beautiful papers in there, really nice flowery ones, and so much so we've had them for so long we have hardly used them, and now it's like, oh, got to use it. So yeah, so there we go. So that's what I'm going to be using, but inside this pack it has these, okay, which gets forgotten about, okay, I think, and I'm going to be, and it's got some really nice patterns on the back, but I'm going to focus on using these because you can turn these into some really simple quick cards. All right, so that's what I'm going to be using. So page 190 in the current catalogue, and obviously this will be retiring as well, so if you like this, you've only got until the 3rd of June to get your hands on it, okay, so if you like what we do and you want it, you can get hold of it before up to the 3rd of June. It will not be going over into the new catalogue, alright? So it's now while stocks last. It may not even be available up to the 3rd of June. It may sell out. So if you like it, I would say get it soon. And it obviously coordinates with a card pack as well. So Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink and Very Vanilla Thick paper is the colours which coordinate with this one quite nicely. Alright, so get hold of that one there. So that's product number 146913, and you can get hold of the Petal Promenade. Now I am also going to be using the I'm going to get the catalogue out again, and I'm going to try and find it. Oh, we've got a cat in the room. Is it Minnie? Is it dinner time? Yeah, it's dinner time. It's also the Well Said. No, it's a bundle set.
Well
I can't
said
remember.
and well written.
Is that in the seasonal, or is that in the annual
Yeah,
catalogue?
it's in the season.
Okay, that's why I can't find it in the annual catalogue. I will find it for you in here somewhere. There it is there. Okay. So in the seasonal catalogue here, so the spring-summer catalogue, on page 27, you have got the Well Said stamp set. So we're going to be using this one here. It's got loads and loads of obviously sentiments in here, and obviously it's got some really beautiful dies down here as well. So you've got happy, you, thanks, baby, hooray, lots and lots of different stuff. So have a little look at that on page 27 on the current catalogue. And the reason I'm showing you this as well is that this is carrying over into the new catalogue, but it will be going over as individual items and it won't be available as a bundle. So if you like both of them, at the moment before the 4th of June, you can get it with 10% discount. After the 4th of June, you can still get hold of it, but you'd have to buy them individually, which will then work out being 10% more. All right. So just to let you know on that one as well. So bundles which are in the current catalogues retire, but they may go over into the new catalogue, but they won't be with the 10% off. So just bear that in mind as well. So if you like this, you can actually save yourself 10% off as well. So I'm going to be using that one tonight. And there we go. So there's the Well Said, that one there. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of Christmas stamping. Now, I know I've used a C word here, but there's something which I think looks quite good. So I'm going to use it for this. So I'm going to be using the Well Said stamp set along with this paper right here. All right. And what else are we going to be using? The well written framelit dies, and I've used the rectangle stitch dies as well. So you don't have to use these, but if you want to take it a little bit further and you have got a big machine, you've got a big a die cutting machine, you can go further. If not, all you'd need is some paper, some ink, and the stamp set, and you're good to go. So we're going to show you some different ways of doing it and a few different techniques. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I have already pre-cut. So on the paper as well, it's got these striplets. I haven't used these. It's this one here actually. I think this one here, even though it's flowery, for some reason it says Christmas to me. I don't know why. It looks like a garland. There's just something about it. A wreath. Hi Deb. Thanks for joining us. It just says Christmas to me for some reason, even though it's nothing to do with Christmas. I just see Christmas. So that's what I'm doing. And then you've got these ones here, and this is the one I pre-die cut it, and I've already die cut out the rectangle using the rectangle stitched. On these ones, I've cut them by, well, I haven't cut them by hand. I've used a trimmer to cut these ones down. Some with a little border like that. Some I've cut straight up to the edge. All right, so. And that one's one which has been cut with the stitched edge. All right, so that's that. So I would recommend, obviously, you get just chop it up and start using it, and you can get yourselves out at least 6 of the square ones. So that's 12 square cards, and then you'll be able to get yourself 6 with these ones here. Yeah, you'll be able to get yourself a good old batch of cards going. Alright. But I'm only going to make one of each tonight. So that's that down there. So I've already done the pre-cutting, so this is going to be nice and simple, and I'm going to let Jay do the more complicated stuff. Yeah. Alright. Oh, losing all the bits and bobs now. So, where am I? I've lost some stuff. That's it. No, I have lost my square piece. That piece right there. That's it. I've got it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this one here first. So actually, no, I'm going to... no, I will start off with this one here. No, I'm not. I'm going to start off with this one here because I'm going to keep it simple. So good. Alright, so this one here... Jake, can you pass me over a ruler, please? So I can tell everybody the measurements as I'm doing this. Alright, now the measurements kind of are dictated to however you cut this piece of paper out here, but I've tried to keep it as even as possible. So we are 8 by 8 centimetres, which is in inches is 3 1/8 of an inch squared. Okay, and then I've got some smoky slate here, and I've cut this at... see, this is when I work in inches now. Then I've cut this now at 7 inches here by 3.5 inches, and then I've scored that at 3.5 inches. So it will give me a 3.5 square panel. All right. So, and this here then works out. Yeah, I said it was about 3 1/8, wasn't it? So this is gonna. So I'm just going to really keep this simple. You can't get much more simpler than this, actually. It's just get yourself some paper, trim it, score it, job's done. Cut this down to size. Now, what sentiment should I use in this? This is one thing I haven't decided. So Let's have a little look. So we got thankful, kind, generous. That's you. It's got to go. It's got obviously got to fit into this bit here. Let's have a little look. I'm going to go with make me smile. I think that's a good one to go. Make me smile. I've got to find make me smile though now, haven't I? See, it's never been used. We've only just got this ourselves. Where is make me smile? Make me smile. Make me smile. Where are you? Okay. So I'm going to give you a little tip on this. If you can never find anything on this, this sheet here is a mirror image of this as well. Should be. It's saying that now, and is doubting himself. It always used to be on the other ones. Yes, it is. So wherever make me smile is there. So I struggle to sometimes find them because tip. Hi Lindsay. Hi Wendy. Hi Carolyn. Sorry, I've missed all of your comments coming in. So make me smile is here, and make me smile is here. So time for adventure is there. Sending healing thoughts your way is here. Know that love, prayers and caring surround you today is here, and so on. Well done. So wherever you find it on here, you will find it on there, and then you will always find the correlate, or this will match. It's pretty much the same as that. So just bear that in mind if you're trying to find the stickers.
Just be careful, sometimes it doesn't always work.
Okay.
There's one that does.
Jay's saying just be careful. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, but I suppose that every one I've used so far has worked out that way. But Jay's obviously come across some which haven't worked out that way. So just look at it. If you find it, you should then be able to find where it is on this paper. You should be able to find it in exactly the same position on the actual rubber stamp here. All right. So we're going to do a bit of live. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. I'm going to go into that sentiment there. So, and I'm going to do a bit of live sticking down on this as well. So, take off your back of your stamp here. And on the backing paper here, 'cause this is the new cling ones, you want to take off that bit here. And you want to take off that bit there. Alright. Make sure I have a little look around. So yeah, let's get the shape of it. I'm going to have to come in a little bit and go over, and then just... Oh, he's nervous. He's nervous. He's never done it live on camera before. And then that goes on like so. Alright, so that's now stuck to that. And then all you want to do then is then just peel this off. And you have got this is now on there. Alright. And then you just want to do that for all of these. So if I do that for make me smile as well, because I took that one off. Take the backing off of the stamp. These will work without this on as well, but now they've made these nice and clingy, and it works. It sticks to your blocks nicely. I like using them. So down we go, and stick it.
Stick it what?
And peel that off. There we go. There's two. And then what I do is I then store them. Once I've done all of this, they will then get stored in here like that. And then when you're looking for a sentiment, you can look over it, obviously look at it like that, but you can then find it on the back quite nicely down there. All right. So good. Let's crack on, shall we? So let's do this one here. So this is really, really simple. I'm going to grab a block out. So we just need some cardstock, some black ink, block. Okay. So I've used smoky slate and some memento here. I'm just going to double check that looks alright. Yeah. to do is just in the middle. Like so. Alright, really, it's really simple. You can't get it. It's just you. Let the paper do the work for you. But sometimes all you need is a really quick but effective card. Alright, so I'm going to put some Tombow glue on the back here. And we'll stick that on. Now I quite like it that I've cut it with a little white border around here as well, because it saves me matte and layering in there. So, and there is a simple. Now if you have it, now again this is retiring as the envelope punch ball, won't be coming into the new catalogue. So if you want to make custom made envelopes for your cards, you can do. But if it hasn't, I'm not sure if it's still available yet, the envelope punch board. I haven't seen if it's actually retired or if it's sold out. But if it hasn't sold out yet, grab it before it's actually gone on the 3rd of June. But it may already have sold out. So there we go. There's one really quick and simple card, just letting the paper do the work for you. All right, so that's that one. Then I was going to go on to this one here, because this is the one which I thought looked very Christmassy. So I'm just going to grab out Snowflake Sentiment. So you can turn what is essentially a summery stamp and maybe just turn it into Christmas. So what do we reckon? Flowers down this side or flowers in the top left? Flowers top left or flowers bottom right? Let me know what you think quickly. Okay. Whilst I think about cleaning, I'm sure I brought a scrub over with me.
It's right in front of you.
It's right in front of me, yes, it was right in front of me. Should have gone to Specsavers.
I thought you did.
Maybe I need to go to Specsavers again. Alright, so I'm just going to use my scrub here. Okay, so see, bottom right, okay, top left, so we're 50-50 at the moment.
Top left.
Oh, top left from Wendy. Oh, top left is winning. Okay. And you've still got time to get your answers in whilst I pack this stamp away. Alright, so top left looks like it's the winner at the moment. Any more advances on top left? No? Okay, sorry, I'm just going to put this away whilst I think of it, whilst it's there. Okay, top left it is. There we go. Alright, so I've just put this sentiment on this one here, and I've got the wrong side block out. It would help if I get correct block out, wouldn't it? That one there. And the same thing, I'm going to take my memento and I'm going to stamp this one up here. Just check what I've got there. So, okay. Can you close that window for me, please, Jay? I think that's what you were trying to do, wasn't it? There we go. I know we're only May and I'm making a Christmas card, but I'm just showing how versatile this stamp set is. That you can use it and you can get yourself some nice Christmas cards made up really quickly. Now, I had a green piece, I've tidied everything up, haven't I?
Yeah.
A square one.
A square green piece.
I think it fell.
That's the one. Yeah, that's it. All right. So I'll use real red here and not garden green, mossy meadow ink. Okay, using this designer series paper here as well. Put some of this on the back here.
Do you mean mossy meadow cardstock?
Mossy. What did I say?
Ink.
Mossy meadow cardstock, not ink. And that one there. So using your colours which coordinate with because in the packs as well, you'll notice that they will tell you what colours coordinate with it, so you can then try and get everything coordinated. Now, Real Red doesn't coordinate with this one, but I figured the roses matched either a Real Red or a Poppy Parade, probably more Real Red, a bit better, so which is why I've used that one. Alright, and actually, Jay, can I have some dimensionals, please?
Yeah. Where are
They are where we keep. Oh, are they not where we keep them?
they? No.
Oh, they're still in the bag from yesterday, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Alright. So, and just to add a little bit more to this, it's just, I'm going to put some dimensionals on it.
Is that all we have?
No, there should be more over in the box. If you notice, I use all the edges as well. I don't waste anything on these. All right, so go round, so like so. There we go. Peel off my backing papers. So how's everyone's Sunday been? You having a good day? Or have you had a good day? Because I know some of you are from Australia, so you're in Monday now. Obviously in America, you're Sunday morning probably, some of you, and just starting afternoon, aren't you? So yes, let us know how your day's going. It's bank holiday here for us tomorrow, so we've got a bank holiday weekend, and I've got a nice day off tomorrow.
I'm working.
Jay's working, unfortunately, boo. So, yes, but never mind. It means I've got a day off. I've got a house to myself for the day,
Yeah,
which is
you
nice.
can clean.
Yeah, I can clean, he says. Well, I always clean anyway, so what's new? There we go. I think I might just put that on a bit wonky. Well, I can probably get that off there. I've gone a little bit wonky. That's why I don't put it down. Oh, and I'll drop it down. That's it. There we go. Still a bit wonky, I think. But there we go. There's a Christmas card there. Made, which I think with a flowery paper. I just thought it just said Christmas to me. So that's that one. So we have got a normal one. Very early Monday morning here in Australia. I thought it was. So yeah, you're up nice and early. So there we go, and a nice Christmas one. So I'm going to do one more for you. And that is going to be using this one here. So we've got the Grapefruit Grove cardstock, cut to the normal A6 size layer card base, with some Mossy Meadow cardstock, and again the other part of the rectangle part of the Petal Promenade paper here as well. So with this one, I am going to, let me just clean my stamp set quickly and put that away. Alright, so it's using the Stampin' Scrub there to clean up your stamps, nice and easy. So we'll put the Christmas one to one side now, and then what we are going to do is, so I'm going to use the dies, the well-written framelit dies, and okay, in one of these, in one of the words in there you got is birthday, that one there, and then on the stamp set you have wishes. Alright, so I'm going to use those two things, birthday and wishes. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find it. It's popped out for me straight away, but if I didn't find it, okay, and I think this is one of the stamp sets which I know it is how I said it. So we've got the little, okay, you can't see what I'm doing down there. You've got a little squiggly bit or a squiggly bit. So it looks like a squiggly bit there, but it's the and sign. On there it looked just as a squiggly bit. So I find a squiggly bit here, alright, so which is that. So we've now got a mirror, so we've got squiggly bit and sign, retirement, Father's Day, anniversary, and we can see wishes is up here, so wishes is going to be on this top line and which is going to be over here. Alright, does that make sense? So if we was looking for sending, I know that's going to be somewhere. I find miss or a big one. Sending is going to be right next door to it because it's a mirror image of it's that. All right. So we turn over, so we see what we're going to get. So I'm going to find wishes, which is that one there. All right. I'm not going to put this one on the thing. Oh, actually, yes. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to waste any more time.
No, you're not wasting time.
Am I not wasting time? Okay, alright, then I'm going to do it.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, Jay still hasn't decided what he's doing yet.
No,
He's still in it. Okay, so it's
I'm just writing names down.
he wants me to delay as long as possible because he's putting it off and so I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
No, I'm writing names down for the
Okay, he's
for
still
the card.
prepping. Alright.
No, for the car, for the pick, what you call it?
For the winner. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like and share this video for us and we will put you into a draw to win this card or one of these cards. So yeah. So what I've done, so you can die cut the birthday out, and the idea which I've got here, okay, is it's just going to literally go like this, and then so I can put all of that together to start off with, because there's nothing stopping me from doing that. So again, I've used the coordinating colours which work with this paper. So the greens in here will kind of coordinate nicely with the greens which are on the photo paper there on the DSP. All right, so that's that, and that's going to go here, and we're going to go have. Sorry about that noise. We've got an annoying car which goes up our road, which makes a horrible squeaky noise every time he changes gear, and it frustrates the life out of me. So if that's what you just heard just then, so I'm going to have birthday and dog downstairs. But the dog's cute, so that's fine. All right, so I'm going to have birthday wishes like so. All right, so you can either just cut this and keep it playing like it is, but what I'm going to actually do is I'm just going to go off. I'm just going to do something. Here, because I've got the heat tool right by the side of me. So I'm going to grab my Versamark and I am going to put my birthday in my Versamark like so. Can you see what I'm doing there? That's it. Alright, so that's now Versamarked up. I have got some clear embossing powder. So you just chuck it on. Just get it on there. And then what he's going to do is carefully put that back in there with a dimensional piece of paper as well. Can't worry about that afterwards. Let's come over. And going to grab my heat tool. And chase it around the table. I'm chasing it around the table, so I'm just gonna. That's it. So some tweezers will work. And you can see now, I've now just given myself a nice shiny birthday. Alright, so we've got, I can do this. Right, can you see the difference there? You've got one which is plain on black, and then you've got the other one just by heat embossing it with some clear, just gives it just a different thing. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is put some Tombow glue on the back, very tiny amounts, just randomly going around. I'm not being too careful, but not being too heavy with it. That's the one. So that's that. We're going to pop that in the middle, somewhere around about there. Grab a little bit of paper, I think that looks straight. Yeah, that's it. Have a little bit of paper and just over the top of it, just to push that down. And that's now stuck. Alright, I get my wishes here. Can you just pass me that bit of paper, James?
Yeah.
Just falling on the floor again. Just going to make sure, because it's the first time I'm going to see how straight it stamps. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The image matches the stamp underneath. And then I'm going to pop birthday wishes, like so. And then get the Tombow. And this is my last card, Jay, so you're ready to take over in a moment.
Yeah, sure.
And there we go.
Ooh.
That's it. And there's that one there. You can see it's got a nice little shine to it. And that's just using some paper, stamps, and ink. Alright, I know I have then taken it to another level by doing the die cutting and the embossing, but bear in mind you don't need to. You can just cut it and then just stamp straight onto the designer series paper and then do that. So there's the 3 cards which I've made this evening. Okay, yeah, and that's taken off. I've been waffling for about half an hour already.
I don't know, probably.
That's, I think
You do like talking.
I do like talking. So there we go. There's my 3 cards tonight. So I hope you've enjoyed watching those. All right. And yeah, I'll get a blog up. Okay, we got hearts. So thank you very much for the hearts. Don't know who sent that.
That was
Okay.
me.
Oh, was that you? Okay. Great simple cards. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you want to watch a little bit more technical card, Jay's going to be doing that one right now. All right, he's going to go in for the fancy arty-farty stuff and
I don't know about
and confuse
We'll see.
you all and so
We'll
on.
see.
So yeah, I've kept it nice and simple. So remember, if you like this paper, this is retiring, so it won't be available from the 4th of June onwards. So if you like it, grab it from our online shop. All the descriptions and the links to our online shop can be found down below. And links to our website and our blog post for this will all be found down below as well. Yeah, and that's it. So if you like it, grab it before it's gone for good. And we'll see you soon. All right, I'm going to hop off now. Let Jay hop on, and I will see you. Well, no, we won't see you next Sunday because we're going to be on a cruise in Norway. So we will be having our very, very first formal night at this time next week. So we'll be all dressed up in our tuxes and suits and so on. So we won't be coming to you live next week. Now, if we can get to you live at some time throughout the holiday, we will do. Because we are taking a little bit of crafting along with us. We're going to take a paper pumpkin kit with us, I think, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think is the idea. So we might take a paper pumpkin kit. Do you want to pass me a paper pumpkin kit, please, Joe?
Where is it?
It's on by the fan.
By the fan. Oh yes. What fan?
Okay, so the paper pumpkin kit, the hugs from Shelley. So we're going to be taking this, and this is why we're taking it, is because it's so simple to take, because it has everything you need. All I need to add is a block and some glue. It even comes with the ink. It comes with a little spot, so it's got everything you need. So we're going to be making that up on holiday, and that there, if I just show you, that there is what we will be making. Alright, so some beautiful cards. So we're going to take that away on our cruise, and if we have a quiet sea day, we might sit there, make some stuff up, and we might come to you live from the ship if we can do. With a few cocktails in our hands as well, so we might get a very weird Facebook Live. So if you want to get hold of this paper pumpkin kit as well, you can do. Again, it's £20. You get everything you need in there. All you need to add is a block and some glues. But most people, if you're crafters, have got that anyway. And that's available to any of our, obviously, UK and European customers. So if you live in France, Germany, Netherlands and Austria, or the UK, you can buy this from us, and that will go to you. Obviously, if you live close, if you live in Basingstoke or ever want to come to one of our classes and buy this from us, we will be doing a class with the paper pumpkin, which is it's going to be £20 for the class, isn't it? Because it's
yes,
and you'll basically buy the kit for £20, and the class will be free of charge, and we will be making up, just sitting there making up the cards in there, and we may do an alternative card as well. With it, so we're trying to make 4 cards. We haven't worked out enough finer details on that, but if you want to come to one of our classes in Basingstoke, then that will be in towards the end of June, isn't it? We are thinking of doing that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, we will have a little look at that one there and do that. Right, that's enough from me. Thank you for watching. All right, and I will see you soon. But don't go. We're down to 2 people now. I've scared them all away.
Yes. Thanks. Hello. It's me. Hi everyone. Who's singing now? Right. I am just gonna bring all my stuff and work from there, because I haven't made a prototype. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see what it takes me. Well, I have an idea. So, as Barry said, I'll be using the...
I'll let you tidy up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's work in progress, I guess. Where's the stamp? Down here. Right. So all of this stuff I'll be using. So the Good Morning Magnolia. This was the stamp set bundle that Barry's already shown you, the card that we'll be giving to our customers with the catalog. So it's got a really nice big image there. This is actually the card that Barry showed you was actually the design that I was stamping in the dark. So stamping it by candlelight.
I had a power cut last weekend.
Yes, so I was, but with the help of the Stamparatus, it was fine. It comes with, as a bundle, with the Magnolia memory dies, and that cuts the big Magnolia. Some lovely sentiments, hello, thanks, and a couple more there. And I think I'm gonna be using the Enjoy Today. So I've kept it pretty much as Barry mentioned before. Most of the DSPs will have coordinating colors that Stampin Up puts up on there. So I'll be using, is that crumb? I think it's crumb cake. Crumb cake base. And Mossy Meadow cardstock. That's Barry's. I've already cut actually my banner for this. He says it's behind. Yep. So this one. So I haven't decided yet whether to so this one was cut in the banner there on top. This is quite cool because that edge is where it cuts, and that one actually embosses the paper. So I'll just quickly show you. So it has a nice detail on there, and I was thinking of doing it there, but then I thought, oh, it might be nice embossed, so I embossed it with the corrugated dynamic textured impression embossing folder. I tend to like think DTIEF, and then that normally works for me. So there, and then I pre-cut a couple of leaves from the die set as well, and we'll come up with something. I did think I'll do some watercoloring with you, and then give you a tip with the stamping lens. So we'll first do the right. You can use watercolor paper if you're quite if you're just getting used to watercoloring. I didn't look for a watercolor paper, so I got my hands on a thick Whisper White, so I'm gonna use that. Yeah, if I look for something, I'm normally quite bad at looking for things, so I just glance. I don't.
He doesn't look.
I don't do looking properly.
And ask, where is it? And it's right, normally
It's
right
just
in front
easier
of him.
to ask because you mostly know things.
I'm the only one who tied it up.
Yeah. Or but you put it away where I don't know where it is. So embossing body, make sure that you prepare your cardstock so it doesn't stick, and the big Magnolia. Bar's taking the mickey out of my accent again. Versamark, because it's a big stamp, just get your Versamark on the actual stamp and then just tap it around. Here we go. Is it gonna work? I did measure it. I just got big enough cardstock to be able to do this. And then just press down. Hi Lisa! Don't forget, please share and write that you've shared it under the comments, so we can put you on our what's it called?
On a random draw.
On a random draw next week.
No, not next week.
Oh no, the week after. So you have 2 weeks to share this video.
Unless we do a video next week.
Unless we do a video next week. Okay. Right, I'm sure that's fine.
From Norway.
Did it stamp? You can just see if it has stamp. Yeah, it does. Can you just see? But I'm just gonna... Where's your paper that you've used with the embossing powder?
Right there.
Okay. So white. We're finally using up all of these embossing powder and get a Stampin' Up one. There we go. Hi Katie! Right, I'll just get rid of that before I knock it away. Right, cover your ears. I'm just gonna do some embossing, heat embossing. Ow, that's hot. think that's done. Can you see? Yeah, it just gives a nice. Oh no, I haven't finished. You can normally see if there's a bit that you've missed out. If it's not shiny and new. Right. That's it. Ta-da! I think that's done now. Right. Stop singing. I can hear you. So I'm gonna be using. I'm just moving Barry's mess. Obviously, it's not mine. So Mossy Meadow. Just press it down. Hopefully, there's enough in there. And I'm gonna try Petal Pink. Petal Pink is what the color on the DSP that matches, but if I think it's a bit too light, I might use Flirty Flamingo. So I have the aqua painters here. One is thin and one is thick. So this one you would use for wash, and then this one for more detailed stuff. I tend to have a kitchen towel or tissue next to me, and then just to actually press it down and then make sure that there's not much excess in there. I also use my in between my finger and thumb just to feel how much excess comes off, because sometimes you don't want too much water coming out of the aqua painter like that. So that one's still got a bit of blue, so that one's quite wet. So let's see, can you see? So I'm gonna with the Magnolia, it's mainly the leaves that I'll be coloring, and then I'm gonna probably have a darker closer to the trunk, and then lighter as we go on. So what you could do is add a bit of water onto your ink pad lid, and then just dilute that down as much as you wish, and then you can just pull that onto your image. Because this is Whisper White, it does dry quite quick, as you can see. I'm just smelling the aqua painter, because I don't know if it was alcohol. No, but it's water in there. So what you could then do, once you've done a wash, you can darken it up a little bit where you want it. And can I see? And then just add shading where you think it's gonna be. So as I mentioned before, try and imagine a light source where you on your image, so then you can add the shadow where it would be darker. There you go, I think that's alright. Move on to the next one, just do a quick wash. I will be die cutting this anyway, so it doesn't matter if I go over, but I'm just quite careful anyway as well. A bit more. Does anyone like watercoloring with the Stampin' pads? Anyone tried it? What works for you? Sorry, I'm just going back there. Going back again. This is what I do. I keep working on the same area, and then leave it to dry, and then see if it needs some more. Right, that does need some more. It's quite nice seeing the Mossy Meadow dry, because it has a hint of brown in it. I don't know if you can see. It looks like the pigment's got a bit of brown in it. Right, just do a quick wash. If you start where you think it's gonna be darker, and then you pull it out, it tends to go quite light by the time you get to the end, and then just add a bit more shading on in the corner where it's kind of like, well, going behind the flower. There you go. Next one. So normally I would spend a lot more time doing these, but you can see if you don't, it just works as well. Thank you, Katie. Bar's not manning the comments. He is finishing up our dinner. We're having pork chops. Well, it sounds like he's doing the washing up as well. Yeah.
So, no, it's draining the water.
Sorry.
Because you don't drain it.
No, I don't drain it because we might use it again. I'm that stingy. Right, is that all the leaves? I think that is all the leaves. So that now that's dried, you can see the well, I want to add some more. So I'm just gonna go over it again quickly just to make it darker, closer to the branch, I guess. There we go. And then just go over a bit more on this ones. And then this one. Ooh, that's looking good. Is that? I think that's the flower. Okay, I will leave it like that. And then once you finish, just close that up and press onto your aqua painter and just wash that off until, if you're using the same paintbrush, aqua painter, so then it doesn't have any excess. So now I'm gonna do the flowers. It might be harder to see, and again just add a bit of water and then just do a wash. So just trying to see, yeah, you can't really. I'll do a wash in Petal Pink and then probably go in with the Flirty Flamingo. So it's a slightly darker. Let's have a look. It does look nice. I get quiet when I'm coloring sometimes. It needs concentration. Tends to happen in our class as well, especially if we're doing blends, using blends, or ladies tends to go quiet and concentrate. Right, can you see? It's really light, so I might just add a bit of, if you have too much water, just get your tissue and take that off. I didn't do that in the moss meadow. Yeah, it's alright. Let's see. Right, I'm gonna add a bit of Flirty Flamingo in the middle. And then hopefully Barry can die cut it for me. Barry. Not yet, but I'm just saying. Right. It's slightly darker. Right, I'm just gonna put my head on there. So I'm just going in to each petal. and then putting the darker Fleur de Flamingo like on the edge, where it connects or hides behind the other petal, if that makes sense. So then it looks like you're giving it a bit of dimension. There we go. I was thinking of doing a fancy fold with this one. Sorry, could you see that? But I haven't decided what. I was thinking of another wiper spinner pop-up card with it. But we'll see, because I did think I was gonna try and do a live at some point with that, but I haven't yet. It might just be easier to follow than our other video on YouTube, where it's no talking and it's just literally just instructions on a piece of written down at the bottom. But we'll see. Right, I think that's okay. What you think? Is that right? Anyone there?
Ooh, pretty.
Is it? Let me just... Oh, I'll just do the branch. Okay, what? I've only got grey granite. We'll do a grey. There's actually not much branch there.
Sorry?
There's actually not much branch in here. But that's fine. I'm just gonna, it's just to... There you go. So you can you see? Yeah, the embossing just... The embossing helps to contain the water within each image, so within each like leaves and petals. So it is worth doing. You can try no line watercoloring technique, where you basically use a light stamp, light ink, so then you can like you won't see any lines. But I quite like the look of that, and we are just gonna die cut that because Paris gone to the kitchen again. Where is the die? So, by the way, and so that matches that one. Magnetic platform, hopefully it'll work. That looks alright, and just run that through. Sorry about the wobbles. Wobbles! And take that away. And that's what you get. So now we have that. I'm just gonna basically build up the card. So this card measures 5.5 by 8.25. Is it 8.25? Yeah. So that's folded in half. Cut there. Folded in half at 4 1/8. Yes, I make it funky. Make it funky.
You make it Mitosu sizes.
Mitosu sized. Mitosu sized. So I'm basically just gonna prop that up, put that down, find some places for these. Maybe, what you think? Oh yeah, these, you, I don't know if I like it like pointing up, so you could always just turn it upside down. So that's what I did for our actual card that we're giving away to our customers. You don't always have to use it like the right way up, if that makes sense. You can run it through the big shot like the other way, and then that just flattens it a bit more. I didn't do that on that one. And what else do I have? I have some very vanilla solid baker's twine, or oh no, yeah, I was gonna use the natural thread, but I thought it might look too similar. And we'll do some stamping on the base card. There we go. So nearly done. So in the Good Morning Magnolia, you have this funky something border, I guess.
What is it?
Funky doodah.
Yeah, border. Yeah, pink, isn't it?
I thought you could put the magnolias on there, but I don't know how that would work. But anyways, I'm just gonna place it like that, and then that's gonna be there. Mustache. Shall we stamp on your face? Or maybe my face, because I... Right, this is grey granite. And I'm just gonna add that on to the card base. Right, I'm just gonna stand up. And hope it's straight. Yeah, that's right. And then I'll do another one down there. You probably won't be able to see. Yeah, you will. Okay, I'll do another one. But I'll put it upside down. Right. What are you doing? Oh, I see.
So if he's gonna
Looking
launch-
outside. Tommy's looking outside.
He's going to launch himself across the room in a moment.
Great.
Yep, there we go.
Is he alright? Okay, so you can't see. There you go. So now that we have that, we can add this under there, but I'm gonna put some baker's twine on there just to add more texture. So the way I tend to do this is, did you bring tear and tape? It should be here because it's normally hanging on this holder.
It's on the floor then.
It's a tear and tape. If you just, so that's gonna be at the back. If you just do it across, like, yeah. I'm just doing it diagonal just so it goes through. So take that off and then add the Vera Vanilla twine, and it just holds it at the back. If I can take it off. This is annoying. There. No, done it. I should have used the big tool.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna end there and then just stick that on one side, go around. It's gonna be slightly fiddly because the corrugated embossing has made it, but it has made it a bit floppy. So just keep it flat, keep it down, and then stick that down there. So then at least you know that's already in place, and just do that a couple of times.
Bridget has just come on. Hi Bridget, thanks for watching.
Hi, Bridget. Right, 2 is 2 enough? Yeah, we'll go for 2. Okay, and then cut that off. Okay, and then that is just gonna get stuck on. I'll glue it as well. So it's already got the tear and tape, but just add a bit more glue on the rest of the cardstock. And I tend to add a bit more around or on the baker's twine as well. Right, stand up. Right, that's sticky. And I'm just gonna add that on there. So the size of the Mossy Meadow card is actually the width of the card base, and then it got embossed through with the corrugated design, so it's slightly smaller now, but I wasn't gonna bother doing a long one because it's just gonna shorten anyway, and plus that's gonna go something like there, maybe there. Cool. And now we can add, what are these? The leaves. Okay, let's have a look. I quite like it like that. Shall we cut off the thing? There, we can cut off that. Okay, yeah. I'll add the dimensionals first on. Can you actually see? There you go. Sorry, I'm using loads. Oh well, that's gonna go on there. So it's mostly the edges that you need it on, and that's gonna be. Sorry, I'm placing it where I want it, and then finding out where I actually need the dimensionals. So then I'm not adding more height where it doesn't need height, and a bit more there. Okay, and then that should be it, I think. I just got a bit. Bars already cut it off, and so, yeah. Okay, I'll add that on. Ooh, rice is done. Yeah, so Bar's already made 3 simple cards using the Petal Promenade, something. One of them. DSP, and he's made a Christmas card, a birthday card using the well said and well written. We'll show it again at the end of the video. And that goes like that. Okay, and then what we can do is we can just cut that off. So using the back of your card, base card as a guide, and your snips. You could always, if you don't wanna get rid of that, you could always just have it in a corner and then just add it that way, or even there or there. Where? Ooh, there. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, I like it. Don't like it. Right, I'm just gonna add some of these. Yeah. Onto here. And I'm just gonna stick that on. I did cut a lot, well, 6, but I probably won't use all of them. It's just nice to be able to use it if I need to. And there we go. So what I've done is I've just add a bit of glue onto the edges where it's gonna get hidden. Oh no, I should have been done that. Okay, I'll use that here. And then I'll use another small one the right way. So that will be there. And now we can just add the final touches, which is gonna be the sentiment, which I'm just gonna put enjoy today on a piece of Vera Vanilla, probably there, somewhere. Have I got a spare Whisper White that I brought over?
What a little
Yeah.
offcut. There's an offcut there.
Yeah. Whisper White card. And did you take away the memento? Okay, so enjoy today from Good Morning Magnolia. We do have a lot. We get a lot of like offcuts from cutting our card bases down, which is handy for doing sentiments. But you could always use your classic label punch. I think that's what it's called, to cut. To cut sentiments. There you go. And what you could do is then snip that down. You can excuse me. You can either keep it as is, or you can create your own edges as well. Sometimes I push it back in and then create a banner, or you can just use a snip. Oh, I forgot I was gonna do some, I was gonna add a border so it looks up with the Stampin' blends. I'll try and do it whilst it's up on it. We'll see if it'll work. Right, where am I gonna put it? There? No, actually I'm gonna put it there. And then have a bow there. So I'll cut that off. And then just cut that off as well. Yes, that's right. Right, so that's gonna go there. Right, I'm just gonna see if I can work this out. I was gonna show you how I did the edges of the other card that I made. So basically I used, I'll show you, I'll go get it again. Bear with, nearly there. I put it away as soon as Barry showed it. So this one, I've actually colored the edges in basic black dark Stampin' blends, and it's quite nice. It just obviously it pops the image as well, but it's got a basic black card underneath, so it just creates a nice contrast between the image and the base. So I wanted to try and do that with this, but I forgot. So I'll see if I can actually do it whilst it's still on there. So it's just basically going over the edge, so then at least you're seeing the edge of the embossed image instead of the edge of the actual die cut. We'll see if it works. It just makes it, this is the crumb cake, dark crumb cake given, and it's a crumb cake card base, so I'm hoping that it's actually gonna blend a little bit with the card base, so then you can just see the embossed, or the focus is more on the actual embossed image. It'll make the image more pop, make it pop. What?
Make it more pop.
Make it more pop.
Yeah, make it pop from the page.
Yeah, that.
Make it more pop.
What? Make it pop. Right, I'm nearly done.
Make it pop.
Sorry, I just forgot. I forgot that I was gonna show you this. It is a bit obviously. Can you see? Oh yeah, look, because that obviously it's got a long bit of white, and it might just make the image look different as well. Obviously, if you want to try and do this before you put it on your project, so then you're not lifting it up in the air like I'm doing now. It's just so I can see it as well, because
Make it more pop.
make it more pop. So I can,
That's
yeah.
what Haters just said.
Yeah. Make it more pop. Yes, I love pop. Pop as in music, pop as in cola, pop as in cards, everything pop. Bubbles. Pop bubbles. Oh, I love bubbles. It's so much fun. Yes, with the blends, anyway, I'm getting carried away. With the blends, because obviously it's alcohol based, it will cover the embossed outlines. So that's why I'm lifting it up, and so I'm not going over the embossed line. Nearly there, nearly there. And I actually done this, it wasn't on a die cut image, it was more of a topper. Something popped up on our Pinterest email the other day, and Barra was like saying, oh look, it suggested a project we've done ages ago. And then it was just nice looking at our some of the projects we've done a couple of years back, and one of them was using the falling flowers image, and I blacked out all of the topper, which was really nice. Right, so that is done. So the image is, you can see more of the image, it's slightly compact, and then that just added a bit more detail onto the left as well. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, see, Katie loves pops. Which pop? Bubbles. Right. I'm gonna add my bow. Barry's being rude. No, I don't like it when you pop. You said it. I'm gonna say it again. So cheat way, just put it in and then make a bow. And then shape it where you want it without taking it off. Oh no, that's like all twisted. There we go. Okay, it'll be easier if I put it that way. And then I tend to hold it down whilst you pull the end if you want. he says, if you want the loop to be a better loop. And you could always go and use glue to hold it where you want it. Well, if it doesn't stay where you want it, you just all pop, yay. There you go, but I think that's alright. It's just going up. Alright, cut that down. So I can cut that down. No, that might be too short. I might. It's fine. It's upside down. It's all gravy. There you go. And finally, sentiment. No, I'm gonna add a bit more something. There we go. Right. We'll add some pearls and then that will be it. There, Tombow. Sorry, it's such a mess. Oh, we had dinosaur bubbles, or well, bubbles that's in the dinosaur wand or something. Came in at work, so I was I just had to open it, and then it's like a massive one, and it's one of those long bubbles. So had to try it to make sure that it works fine. So I was twirling around at work, making bubbles, just once actually, not twirling around. There we go, and then we will finish off with some. Where's all? Either pearls or artisan pearls. Maybe the artisan pearls. I don't know what the red means. Is it retiring, Barry? If it's red? But it's got I think that's petal pink. Share what you love. But it's light enough. So, or flirty flamingo, calypso coral, something. One of them things. Where did you put the pick tool? Barry.
In the pencil case.
Oh, okay. Right, pick tool. And we'll just use the sticky end. Push it down. And ooh. There we go. Where? Wait. I have to. I'm always indecisive about my pearls, but I'll just do 3. There you go. And that is it. Thank you very much. What do you think of that? Watercolor with a bit of blends, with the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set, and Magnolia, what are they saying? Magnolia Memory. So I'll just put that out.
Ooh, pretty.
Thank you. So that's what I made, and this is what Barry made. So I'll put that there. Just push everything off the screen. Hi Liz! That's what Barry made with the embossed birthday, well-written birthday wishes, dies, and well-said stamp. Petal Promenade note card with using the DSP, and again well-said stamp. And then another Petal Promenade, darling. With the wreath wrapped in the warmth of Christmas. I quite like that because it's like it's around and it's wrapped.
Yeah. Even though it's flowers, for some reason that style it just looks Christmassy, which is why I liked it. I thought I'm going to use a Christmas card.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. So remember, obviously these things are retiring. And this is coming up.
Coming out. Woo.
Alright, so if you like any of that, you can grab it now before the 3rd of June. The papers, or the Magnolia one will be from the 4th of June onwards.
Yeah, don't forget.
Catalogue as well.
Oh, what about catalog?
Tell people about it.
Oh, okay.
Put you on the spot now.
Yes. So the catalog is amazing. No, honestly, it's really it's the best we've seen, and it's coming out June the 4th, and you can order from our online shop if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria,
Not Australia.
not Australia, Austria, and the Netherlands. If you would like a copy of the catalog, please message us. You will automatically get a copy if you've ordered from us.
Yeah, so
recently.
if you buy from us, between now and then we'll send you a copy free of charge. Or if you'd like a copy, it's £5 for the catalogue, but we will refund that to you with your first order. So it's just basically going to cover the postage and covering of the cost of the catalogue, but we will give that back to you with your first order with us. So yes, if you'd like a copy of the catalogue, just let us know and we will get one sent out to you.
Yes, and hopefully, yes, if you would like the.
Fiddling with it.
No, I'm looking at the camera and I'm just like, what's the best way? There
That's
we go.
fine.
It's lovely, and have some flowers, leaves. There you go. If you Hugs from Shelly, don't forget as well. It's only available through May. The first ever paper pumpkin in the UK and Europe and everywhere else in the world that's not US. Order from us. bit.ly/Hugs from Shelly, and everything is rosy as well. Details of those are on our blog or on our Facebook, as well as we're gonna be doing our first ever paper share, so have a look at that when we post that as well. Paper share, right?
Yeah.
When the new catalog comes out. Anyway, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us, and have a good evening. Enjoy.
Morning,
morning.
afternoon, wherever you are.
Have a great day. Enjoy today, as Miss Magnolia card says. Thank you. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.